Now I'm feeling like, okay, I've sold weed, I've sold pills. You know what I'm saying? I'm pimping. I'm doing everything that I was rapping about that I wasn't really doing before. So now I feel like I'm being real now. You know what I'm saying? I really do what I rap about. I grew up in Cudahy, California, real small hood. My mother raised me primarily. My father stayed in Compton, California. So I would go back and forth, go to Compton for the summer, come back. Like, we were poor, but I didn't know we were poor. Like, you'd ask me, I'd have thought we was rich because my mom was making it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know we was on Section 8. I didn't know any of that stuff until later down the line. When I was around like 9, I went to the Children's Museum and they had like a little recording studio in there. And my little young behind ran up in the studio, up in the booth, and rapped the whole I Get Around record, the Pac song. I knew people were looking at me crazy. The first time I was in the studio, it was like 13, 14. I was rapping about whatever my uncle was rapping about and that kind of stuff. So I'm talking about shooting and packing pistols and what I heard Pac talking about, and you know what I'm saying? You should have known when you made an enemy out of me. Because they take a shot at me, probably gotta bleed. I lost my modesty along with all my care to die. Lavish pimping, prepared to ride on those that dare to try. I never cry, all my tears that made a transformation. The bullets flying through the air and yelling out frustration. It got me on the path to writing dope records and being a ill writer and honing my skill and getting the craft down, but I wasn't writing from my heart. I was just chasing the dream. Once I graduated, I ended up moving back out to California, where I put out like 5 mixtapes. I'll be in the mall selling CDs, giving them out. We go to the clubs. Whenever anybody's doing anything at the club, we giving CDs out at the club. Meeting with different cats from different labels and different radio people. Opened up for Wayne and Jewels when they did that I Can't Feel My Face tour. I wanted everything that I saw in the videos, everything that I saw everybody else having. And you know, that kind of stuff, it makes you not feel good about where you are. So I wanted their life. We were doing illegal stuff to fund the music. So we had people behind the scenes that sold drugs, sold pills, weed. Even a lot of it was funded by women. In my mind at the time, since a lot of cats, they used drug dealing as how they got in the game, that was their story. We was gonna get in the game, and my backstory was gonna be pimping put us there. You know what I'm saying? We was getting money off females, and it was almost like a bragging type of thing. Situation got tough. My financial situation, I was around a lot of people who were benefiting from the hustling that they were doing. So I was the only one that didn't have the nice car, the nice rims. But I was around these kind of people who had the jewels to where I would borrow the jewelry to go on stage and look like I had it and then give it back. Or I would park my car around the corner from the club and hop in the car with my boy who had the rims and we make that appearance. I started going to church, but my situation just got worse. Like, tickets start piling up, my money, my engine went out, you know what I'm saying? Just all this stuff started happening that just made me real desperate. So what my friend did for me, which was a form of how we saw showing love, was I said I needed some money. He fronted me some weed and he fronted me some pills. You know what I'm saying? And I tried both of those hustles. And it was easier to do because everybody around me was doing it. And then eventually it went into the pimping thing. So I ended up linking up with this chick, man, and she was a prostitute. I guess she liked my music, so she wanted to help. So I took my friend over there, and when I took my friend over there to introduce her, she gave me like $700. Just put it in my hand. The money came so quick and so easy that within two days I had like $1,300 in my wallet. And not only that, I went and I hid it in my Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so twisted, man. That was probably the furthest I had been from God in life. And it caused me to get the closest I'd ever been to him in life. We would go to Las Vegas, you know what I'm saying, to hustle or whatever. Like I said, we had a female that we took with us out there. But while we're in the hotel, I remember I was reading the Bible on the bed, and my friend, he walked out the restroom. He saw me reading the Bible, and he was like, "So what, you gonna be a gospel rapper now?" And at that time, I had that love for God was there, like the seed was planted. And I was like, you know what, I might. A lot of times we're made to feel, or you may be made to feel like, oh, you found God and you left me, or you left me hanging. But what the Lord showed me was like, when you wanted to sell weed, I was with you. When you wanted to sell pills, I was with you. You wanted to pimp whatever, homie, I was down, I was with it, I was riding with you. The moment I wanted to try God, I wanted to try Jesus Christ, you made me go by myself. Like I tried to sin with you. You won't try the righteousness with me. One day, like the Lord just had to put that conviction on my heart. And I was like, how did I get here? Like I was never, you know what I'm saying? I always had respect for women. I would have never in a million years did that or respected anybody else doing that. But since that's what was funding my dream at the moment, it became okay. You know what I'm saying? I gave it a pass. It's almost like you go to the beach, you get in the water, and you don't notice how far you're getting from the shore until one minute you look up and you're like way out there in the deep. And I saw how easy it was for me to slip and not notice how far I was from him. And it wasn't until I really looked at Jesus Christ and saw what true righteousness was that I saw how filthy I was. But that was the defining moment, and that's what led to God over money. And it's so crazy the way the Lord flipped it, because lavish, our whole thing, we was about balling, living a luxurious life, a plush lifestyle, stunting. You know what I'm saying? Money, cars, clothes. Like, that was our image. That's why I had to borrow the chains and we had to pull up in nice whips. So for it to be God over money now, man, it is so crazy. You know what I'm saying? When I decided to really do it for the Lord, I had no resources. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, okay, I'm a rap for him, but I don't know how. Like, I don't have no money for studio time. I had nobody to mix the records. An engineer, my dude Frank Biggs, hit me. He's from Brooklyn, New York. He came out the blue like, yo, whatever you need me to mix, master, I got you, no charge, I'm behind the movement. Boom, that resource came. Boy Wonder comes out the blue, you know what I'm saying? And he's just won 2 Grammys, produced for Eminem, Drake, a lot of different cats. But he comes out the blue, man, like, yo, I'm a believer. I'm a believer, man. I always felt like somebody would come along and do it big for the kingdom, and I believe that you're that dude. You know what I'm saying? So I wanna produce your album free of charge. You know what I'm saying? So that came like the Lord just bring all the stuff that I felt that we had to go and cut corners and scheme to get money to pay for. The Lord brought these things without me having a dime. He just sent them my way, and people start coming out the blue. People still coming out the blue. You feel like you have to play by Satan's rules in order to get where you want to go. And then you say, you know what? Forget it. I'm just about to go without it just to follow God. And then God brings it anyway, man. So praise God for that. And now, Tough Love and Parables did good. Just dropped Best of Both Worlds album today. And that's doing well already, man. In my life, like, I got a wife and I got an 11-month-old son, and I'm happy. I didn't know that would be what made me happy. I thought that having that life, that glamorous life is what would make me happy. That was my goal. But the Lord apparently knew that just seeking him and a good relationship with him, that is what would in the end fulfill me. Like, I'm fulfilled now. Learn what love is biblically. Watch Christ, see what love is, and then practice getting that love right and walking it out. I've been there. I fell. I went against everything I stood for. I sold out, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not doing it again, period. My name is Bizzle, this was the truth, and I dare you to live it.
Hog mob. God over money, the new movement. Let's go. It's Bizzle, consider me a G-O-M-er. We the team, Christ be the king forever. They sell greed as need, but we know better. Tell the enemy that he can get an E forever. I know you got bills, dog, but we all got them. And that don't stop y'all from hitting the mall shopping. So you break the law to get what you can't afford. Cause the latest song says you're nothing unless y'all got it. That's what I call bondage, and I'm free from it. I mean, I need money, but I don't need money. Cause understand it when the famine hits and no one to sell they food, and people will see they can't eat money.